Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Right now on Good Morning San Antonio at 8 a.m., the people of Bexar County have spoken. We are taking a look at those final election results, who won, who lost, what won and what lost, and what is still left to be determined.
In this morning's Leading SA segment, we are joined by the CEO of our local United Way chapter to talk about programs aimed to help so many families in and around our area, what you need to know and how you can take part.
And yesterday was a weird one here in San Antonio. We saw a lot of rain, some flooding. Today looking a lot different. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. But until then, good morning. 8 o'clock this Sunday, May 2nd. Yesterday was a whirlwind of a day. We had the storms, and then we had Election Day.
I know. It was a really busy day in our newsroom, out and about. The sun did come out. I know, Sarah, that there's some areas like those creek beds are still a little flooded, but
yeah,
that's okay.
Some of the rivers and creeks, local creeks, are pretty swollen. In fact, there is some minor flooding going on Medina River on the south side of town near 281, and then also San Antonio River at Elmendorf, some minor flooding there as well. So some of those rivers are going to be a little swollen, but we're going to be enjoying a sunny day here in San Antonio. Take a look outside right now, a beautiful cityscape view, sunny, and it is 62 degrees outside right now, but the dew points are pretty high as well, so the temperature and the dew point are right next to each other. You can in some cases see some of the humidity in the form of fog. Now, fog locally around San Antonio has improved. We were seeing visibilities down to less than half a mile out in the eastern part of the county. But up toward New Braunfels, out toward Kerrville, visibility is down to a half a mile. So there are some areas where the fog is a little dense, like up near Kerrville, but the rest of us are going to be seeing tons of sunshine today. That fog is lifting, and it's going to be a warm but breezy day. Winds will be from the south-southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusts up to 25 miles per hour. And because the ground is so saturated, it is going to be a little muggy in the afternoon. 87 for the high temperature. Coming up, I'll show you the aquifer and how that's responded really well to the rainfall. Sarah, Max.
Thank you, Sarah. Well, the votes are in, and this morning we have the results. We begin this morning with how San Antonio voted in our local elections.
Mayor Ron Nirenberg easily won a third term last night against 13 challengers, gathering a total of 62% of the vote.
That's right. Our Garrett Berringer tells us this is a very different story from his last election.
It was an easy night for Mayor Ron Nirenberg, with the first wave of early and absentee ballots giving him more than twice the votes of his nearest challenger, Greg Brockhouse. A far cry from their 2019 matchup that went to a close runoff. But Nirenberg has benefited from a huge boost in visibility because of his role leading the city through the pandemic, throughout which he's maintained solid approval ratings. And with his win on Saturday night, there won't be a runoff election this time.
I mean, it's great. We can get on with the business of governing, and that's what I'm here to do. And we've got a clear path in front of us in terms of ensuring, number one, we can get this pandemic behind us, and then we get on with implementing a strong economic recovery for our city and ensuring that nobody is left behind in that process.
For his part, Brockhouse says he's done running and noted it was a tough time to run a race on the back end of the pandemic and with the mayor on TV every day.
But we got into it because we felt like there was a path. It just didn't materialize, and some things don't go your way on campaigns. And you could try as much as you want, but certain things have to fall in place, and it just didn't happen for us, and that's okay. That's okay.
Well, there was a celebratory mood at the mayor's watch party. He did seem ready to jump back into the swing of things, saying that there is no relaxing in the mayor's job, even when there's not a pandemic on. Garrett Berringer, KSAT 12 News.
Now moving over to one of the most controversial items on the ballot, Proposition B. The measure that would have stripped collective bargaining rights from the city's police officers does not pass by 2 percentage points. So take a look. The noes take it by about 3,400 votes. A little background of the proposition: Fix SAPD, a police reform group, formed less than a year ago, but the group was still able to get the measure on the ballot. However, they could not drum up enough support to get Prop B to pass. SAPD Union President Danny Diaz says he is open to having conversations to improve relations between his department and some of these reform groups.
I'm ready and willing to talk to anyone and everyone. We have to open up that dialogue and have that communication to where we can fix things.
And with the proposition struck down, the union prepares to resume contract talks with the city's negotiating team. The current contract expires at the end of September.
The City Council District 1 race will head to a runoff between incumbent Roberto Trevino and candidate Mario Bravo. Trevino held a watch party at a tire shop north of downtown for family, friends, and supporters. He is running for his fourth and final term. Last year, Trevino's office created a homeless outreach program, something he feels passionate about. It brought different agencies together, and they work with homeless individuals to guide them towards services. He says his team is working hard on different projects.
We established the first citywide outreach efforts. We established expanding the ID recovery program. We created the first ever pilot mobile hub over at our field office. People are getting the help that they need.
Meanwhile, Mario Bravo held his party for supporters at Bruno's Dive Bar in Southtown. He has been one of the candidates going strong in the race. He is a project manager for the Environmental Defense Fund. He says people want change, and the election numbers show that. In regards to helping the homeless population, he says what the district is doing right now, it's not working, he says. He says the district needs to do a better job in bringing experienced professionals together to help the homeless population.
The pandemic has shown a light on a lot of the inequities we have in our community, and I think it's a great opportunity for our community to pivot and see how can we create a more resilient community going forward. And so that can be economic resilience with economic diversity and better paying jobs.
Now in District 2, a runoff. The big story, a 26-year-old teacher leading the race and now headed to a runoff with his former boss, the incumbent Councilwoman Jada Andrews Sullivan.
Courtney Friedman spent most of her evening at Jalen McKee's Rodriguez's watch party.
The energy was high here all night long. Jalen McKee Rodriguez, at 26 years old, was by far the youngest candidate in this crowded race of 12 people. He received the most votes and is headed to a runoff with incumbent Jada Andrews Sullivan. He has a close connection with the councilwoman. He used to be her District 2 communications director and is now her competitor. He says that job and the relationships he built there are what encouraged him to run in the first place.
District 2 deserves way more than we've gotten in the past. We deserve to have candidates that we're excited about. We deserve to have people who are going to fight for working class families, for the people who do not get fought for, people who are going to say no to developer money.
We caught up with Andrew Sullivan at her watch party just streets away at Smoke Barbecue downtown. She was surrounded by a lot of supporters as well and was in great spirits, saying she's ready to continue campaigning for some specific issues.
Economic development, uplifting our district through education of how to actively advocate for themselves, and then making sure that we are bringing in the resources to speak to our youth, to speak to our seniors, and to speak to infrastructure, and making sure that we are in a momentum that is progressing forward.
Both candidates have a very similar platform, saying that there is an obvious and strong voice from District 2 community members about what they want and what they need. Reporting from the East Side, Courtney Friedman, KSAT 12 News.
Thanks, Courtney. The United Way of San Antonio-Bexar County has a mission to unite the community to identify and solve some of our most critical issues. Now, during the last year, it appears that more and more of these issues are coming to light.
Well, joining us in today's Leading SA segment is Chris Martin, the United Way of San Antonio-Bexar County CEO. Good morning, Chris. Thank you so much for taking your time to join with us this morning.
Good morning, Sarah and Max. Thanks so much for having me this morning.
So the last year or so has been a whirlwind, to say the least. What has the pandemic looked like from your perspective in terms of missions and initiatives, and what problems became more apparent?
Thanks for the question. And certainly the mission has remained the same. And that really has been about, as you said before, uniting our community to address our most critical issues in San Antonio and Bexar County. And what it's really forced us to do was to pivot and to think differently about the way we executed. And just a couple of examples of that early on were our initiative to provide emergency childcare scholarships for our essential workers. Ultimately, they had to go to work. We had to make sure that their children were safe and taken care of. So we partnered with a number of organizations throughout the community to do that. And also our initiative called Get Shift Done. And that was focused on helping those from our hospitality industry earn a wage while they were providing services as volunteers at a number of our food pantries throughout the community to help provide food for those that needed it. And the issues that became much more apparent were the employment issues, the lack of skills in our community, and something we need to address as an entire community. Food insecurity was certainly an issue, and then also violence and abuse were heightened as stress was probably at one of its all-time highs for our community. And we saw that through our 211 helpline. We had a 150% increase in the number of calls on our information and referral line at the height of the pandemic.
And Chris, you talked about some of those issues. So other issues, workforce development, economic stability, and wage inequities are three other issues you're working on as well right now. So what programs are in place, and what should the public know?
Thanks for asking. And a number of those, certainly workforce training and comprehensive workforce training, but certification programs, helping people further their education, whether that's through GEDs or attaining their GED or working towards a college degree. So a number there, but also things like financial coaching and helping people improve their credit scores so that we support them in doing that and support them in reducing their debt so that they're in a much better position from a financial standpoint for their family. And then on the wage inequities for women of color in our community, it's about making sure that we're, number one, an awareness campaign, but number two, it goes back to those training programs. Make sure that we're implementing training programs so that we can help women in this community, all people in this community for that matter, attain greater skills through workforce, which ultimately leads to greater pay. And we're certainly focused on the ALICE population, and that is, ALICE stands for asset limited, income constrained, but employed. It's really the working poor in this community that we're trying to work closely with to help put them in a better position for financial stability.
All right, Mr. Martin, well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate your time.
You can find his full interview on KSAT.com later this morning. Thank you, Mr. Martin.
Thank you.
Time now is 8:11, 62 degrees out.
Go Spurs, go!
That's right, still ahead. San Antonio Spurs getting ready for another time on the court. We are going to explain the details, what you need to know before tip-off.
Plus, more opportunities to get the COVID-19 vaccine right here in San Antonio, where you can go this week without an appointment.
In Boerne, preparations are underway for a benefit concert in honor of Texas DPS trooper Chad Walker, who was killed in the line of duty. All the details and how you can help just ahead here on GMSA.
All right, you saw it out there. Beautiful. Sun is out, and right here, taking a live look at the Alamo City. Much different look right now than it was 24 hours ago. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a bit. Good morning, welcome back, and happy Sunday. Heading to Boerne, a nonprofit hosting a benefit concert and raffle for a Texas DPS trooper, Chad Walker. He died after being shot in an ambush back in March.
The group Task Force VOSPO, which stands for Veteran-Owned Small Business Organization, is hosting the event today at the Compadres Hill Country Cocina, and it starts at noon.
That's right. Alicia Barrera joining us live from Boerne with a look ahead at what visitors can expect. Good morning, Alicia.
Good morning, Max and Sarah. Well, they definitely want this event to be big because every single dollar raised during this benefit concert will go back to the family of Texas trooper Chad Walker. And he was shot on March 26th, shot multiple times, and then died a few days later due to those wounds. Live with me, we have the president of the nonprofit Task Force VOSPO, Mark. Good morning. You're also the owner here at Compadres. What can people expect? Or how about we start with this? Why was it so important for you to organize this event with your team?
Actually, I had a buddy of mine that reached out to me a couple of days prior to Trooper Chad Walker, after he passed away. He reached out to me via Facebook, and he said, hey, a buddy of mine just got shot. You know, he's in Groesbeck, Texas. He's a DPS trooper. Can Compadres do something for his family? And this was news to me because apparently this just happened hours before. So I needed time to kind of grasp what was happening. So I said, you know what, keep me posted. Let's see what's going on. And then we'll go from there, right? I think a day passed. And then I was out here on my smoker that day. And I got on Facebook just to update a couple of things on the Compadres page. And my feed was just flooded with the passing of Chad Walker. So when that happened, it just kind of, I took it personal only because there was a lot of children left, you know, from his family. He had a 15-year-old, two twin daughters, 7-year-olds, and a 2-month-old. So I reached out to my board and I said, you know what, we need to do something for the family.
And so now this event is going to take place again noon to 5. The details are on your screen right now. It's going to be happening in the parking lot of Compadres Hill Country Casino. There's more than enough parking, and you guys, they're also having raffle items. We'll go into detail with that, and also a celebrity sighting because he's on the board. He sits with Task Force Vosbo. So again, we'll be sticking around here in Bernie to bring you all the details on this benefit concert. Reporting live, Alicia Barrera, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alicia. It's 8:18 and 63 degrees.
All right, go Spurs, go. Just ahead, we are breaking down what you need to know before this Spurs tip-off here at home later this evening.
And guess what? The aquifer responding very well to our recent rains. In just the last 24 hours, it's been up almost a foot. And in fact, since Wednesday, it's been up by 10 feet. The 10-day average, 652.8. 10-day average is actually above what the trigger is for stage 2 water restrictions, but we're still in stage 2 water restrictions until a vote is cast to remove us from it. So still have to observe those watering restrictions, but the aquifer doing well, and we'll continue to see it rise as it's rising at the moment. Coming up, we'll talk about rainfall totals in a neighborhood view in just a few minutes.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy Sunday. Go Spurs, go! The Spurs, they are falling in the rankings, but today they have a chance to make it up. They are hosting the 76ers tonight, 7 o'clock, AT&T Center. Right now, DeJounte Murray questionable with left knee soreness, but we got to get back up the playoff rankings if we want to make the play-in tournament. So all we can say is, Sarah Costa?
Go Spurs, go!
Go Spurs, go! Sadly, though, it's not going to be a great night to stay in because the sun's going to be out. It is a much different look from yesterday.
Oh, Sarah, this is nice. I mean, we needed the rain, but today's going to be a nice day to catch up on your outdoor weekend stuff.
Yes, exactly. Now, some of the local rivers are still a little swollen from the rains and local creeks, so just be careful today if you're heading out, but generally it's going to be a beautiful day to be outside. It's 62 degrees at the airport, 63 at JBSA Randolph, 64 in New Braunfels, 63 at Bernie Stage Airfield, still in the 50s up in the Hill Country, 56 in Kerrville and 57 in Comfort. Earlier we had some fog locally, but now that fog is starting to lift. Visibility has improved even out toward New Braunfels, where it's up to about 5 miles. And as far as rainfall goes, the ground is totally saturated from the rains over the last few days. This is a look at rainfall amounts since Wednesday from official rain gauges and some of your local rain gauges as well in your backyard. We've been able to put some of these numbers on there. Officially at the airport, more than 7 inches of rain since Wednesday. Out to the east toward Hallettsville, about 6 inches of rainfall there. In Hondo, 6 inches of rain as well. Even toward Del Rio, more than 2.5 inches of rain. More than 4 inches of rain in Kerrville. More than 4.5 out near Canyon Lake. A neighborhood view here, and the real bullseyes of rain is we all got rain, good rain, but the real bullseye really goes from Timberwood Park area all the way to the west side of town, out near SeaWorld in someone's backyard. We've seen potentially more than 10 inches of rain there, more than 7 in St. Hedwig, almost 6, more than 6.5 in Seguin, and almost 3.5 in New Braunfels. But this is the part that's really great too. When we outline the Edwards Aquifer recharge zone, you can see why the aquifer is steadily rising. So much rain has fallen over that area in the last 3 days. We needed it. We are so happy for our local ranchers and farmers who are enjoying that drink of water. Now, in its wake, though, we're looking at sunny skies. This is a wide view of the weather pattern. There's that upper level low that was just hanging out to our west and brought us all of that rain. It's finally moving on off to the east. And again, today, we're going to have a pretty nice day. It's going to be nice and sunny outside. It'll be breezy with a southwesterly wind. It is going to be warm, though, in the afternoons. Keep in mind, because the ground is saturated, that sun is going to try to evaporate some of that water into the atmosphere and create a bit of a muggy atmosphere for us today. But it is going to be just downright hot out toward Del Rio, Eagle Pass, Carrizo Springs, where they got a little bit less rain. High temperatures there close to 100 degrees. Meanwhile, around San Antonio, we'll be looking at the upper 80s for the highs, 73 at 10, 78 at noon, mostly sunny skies, breezy. windy. Those winds could gust from the south-southwest up to 25 miles per hour. Warm and a little muggy in the afternoon, 87 for the high and a mild evening. Let's take a look at the week ahead. A lot of sun on the map there. We are going to see a front that will arrive on Tuesday morning, and that's going to drop our highs from the 90s on Monday to near 80 degrees on Tuesday. We'll have cool mornings Wednesday and Thursday, warm afternoons, tons of sunshine in the next 7 days, guys.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. 826, 63 degrees out.
Well, still ahead in our next half hour, we're looking at who claimed the seats on the San Antonio City Council and who is still fighting for one.
Plus, firefighters rescuing 3 people out of a burning building overnight. We have the latest on the conditions of one of the victims and the latest on the investigation. Good morning, welcome back, and happy Sunday. I'm Max Massey.
I'm Sarah Acosta. It's May 2nd.
It is May 2nd, and you know what they say?
What?
Well, we're going to talk about April showers in just a little bit, but before then, we have some news to tell you about.
This is an important story. The life of Texas DPS trooper Chad Walker will be honored today in the Hill Country. Walker was shot multiple times in late March in Limestone County and later died of those gunshot wounds.
All right, so that is why today there's a special event in his honor. The event, Operation Walker Benefit, hosted by the nonprofit Task Force VOSPO, and that actually stands for Veteran-Owned Small Businesses Organization. The benefit will feature live music and a lot of raffle items.
Our Alicia Bonetta is live in Bernie. Alicia, you mentioned there also might be some celebrity sightings.
Yeah, you can't miss him. We have Bill Goldberg here, superstar. Good morning. He's ready. We're not putting up any fights. We're actually inviting the community to come out here. Why is it so important for you to use your voice and encouraging just the community to support Trooper Walker's family?
Well, at the end of the day, it's something that everybody should be doing. You know, you get a platform such as the one that I've been able to develop. You do as many things as you can do for the community, especially such a tight-knit community like this. And let's be perfectly honest. What happened to Officer Walker could happen to any other officer, could happen to any other member of the community. So when someone falls, when someone has not a misstep, but when something happens, the community is so tight-knit, we come together as a family. And as I said, Officer Walker, that's why we're here, but next week it could be someone else. It's being there for the cause and setting a good example for the community.
So Bill Goldberg is actually is a special advisor for Task Force VOSPO, and they just launched recently. We want to get the details on your screen for today's event. So it starts at noon, goes on until 5 p.m. Adults, $25 to get in, $10 for the kiddos. This is taking place at Compadres Hill Country Cocina. The address is on your screen. And one thing that we do want to know, all these proceeds, every single dollar is going to go straight back to the family, and they're actually going to be here today, so you're going to be able to meet them.
Very much looking forward to it. As I said, it's a tight-knit family of the community. We want to welcome them in. We want them to understand 100% why we're here. We're here to help, and we're here for them to fall back on us. Anything they need, we think that we can provide. So
Absolutely.
That's why we're here.
All right, thank you so much. So again, there you have it, you guys. Noon to 5 p.m. happening in Bernie today. Reporting live, Alicia Barrera, KSAT 12 News.
Goldberg, Alicia, thank you. Well, new this morning, one person is in critical condition after a terrifying house fire on the east side. Just take a look at this. This was the scene of a home near the intersection of South Walters and Martin Luther King Drive just around 11 o'clock last night. Firefighters tell us they arrived to large flames. 3 people were inside the time of the fire. 2 women were able to get out safely. 1 person was rescued by firefighters and taken to BAMC in critical condition. As for the house, it is a total loss, and arson investigators are working to figure out how this all started.
And also new this morning, a woman in the hospital after San Antonio police tell us she was hit by a vehicle downtown overnight. Officers say it happened just before 12:30 a.m. on Alamo and 10th Street. They tell us the woman, who was believed to be intoxicated, tried crossing the street. She was hit, taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The driver, who is believed to have hit her, not intoxicated, and we are still waiting to learn if that driver will be charged.
Let's take a look outside with live cam. 63 degrees at 8:34 this morning, shaping up to be a beautiful Sunday, Sarah Spivey.
It really is. And, you know, you can see a view of downtown there. It's totally sunny outside. This was my view, though, of downtown earlier this morning. I want to show you all this. Look at that fog that's just hanging over downtown San Antonio. That fog there because, of course, we have had so much rain over the last 4 days or so, and the ground is saturated, and that fog was created because of the high humidity there close to the surface. And on top of that, unfortunately, this pollen count just now updated. The high humidity, the saturated ground has made mold skyrocket. Mold is past 16,000 today for the pollen count. That's the one downside to the rain. Also a downside to the rain, some of the rivers are still pretty swollen. I know there's a flood warning for the Medina River right near 281 South on the south side of Bexar County because of minor flooding there at that river. But today's going to be a beautiful day. We'll have breezy winds from the south-southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. We'll be able to warm up pretty quickly under mostly sunny skies. 87 for the high, just a little muggy, and the sun will set at 8:11. We'll be looking at a nice and mild evening too, with temperatures settling down into the 70s. More on how this rain is going to help out our drought conditions coming up soon. Sarah and Max.
Thank you, Sarah. Well, we continue to share the final election results for Bexar County this morning. First up, Proposition A. This would allow for bond money to be used for items beyond public works, and voters have approved it. Next up, Phyllis Villagran and Thomas Uristi are heading for a runoff for District 3 seat. Our Japhanie Gray spoke with both sides to hear why they feel they should be elected.
Both Phyllis Villagran and Tomas Uristi held their own watch parties right here on the south side, and both saying that after finding out so many people were running for District 3 seat, they knew they had to prepare for a runoff election. Phyllis Villagran is hoping to continue carrying the torch as a leader of District 3 after her younger sister, Rebecca Villagran, reached her term limits. She says that she is District 3, and her experience working, serving, and living on the south side puts her more in touch with the needs of the district. Tomas Uristi will head into a runoff with Phyllis. He says he hopes his experience as a state representative and school board member shows how much he served the community for decades. Both candidates have their own issues they plan to tackle should they be elected.
City streets and lighting and the broadband infrastructure, and particularly in the southern sector. So I want us to look at that, the health inequities, and making sure that our seniors can live in place where they choose to.
The most important thing, of course, is vaccination. And of course, getting the economy going back again, getting everybody back to school, back to work, and get children back into school.
Both candidates say that they were prepared to go into a runoff election, which is why they say their campaign teams are not done yet with strategizing. Of course, that runoff election is set for June 5th. From District 3, Daphne Gray, KSAT 12 News.
Out of the race for a city council seat in District 4, incumbent Adriana Rocha Garcia is the winner, securing 70% of the vote. Rocha Garcia says she hopes this second term will allow her to accomplish goals she had set for the last couple of years.
There is a lot that needs to happen still in District 4. We've started moving on a lot of things. COVID put kind of a little bit on a damper in a lot of the plans that I had for the first term. So I'm looking forward to continuing and carrying out the commitments to our residents in the second term.
And two community activists head for the runoff for District 5, held by Councilwoman Shirley Gonzalez, who's termed out of office.
What do we do? Stand up, fight back!
Terry Castillo held on to the lead from early on with 2,073 votes. She says she's been active in organizing fair health care and housing for people in her community. She says District 5 has been moving from crisis to crisis for far too long. She'll be facing off against Rudy Lopez. Lopez has served in several city commissions and his neighborhood association. Supporters say he's very humble about his activism. He's being endorsed by the outgoing Councilwoman Shirley Gonzalez.
I'm going to focus on the needs in District 5. I mean, we've got so many needs. We've got, seniors. We've got after-school programs. We've got infrastructure that need repair and we need to upgrade.
Folks are concerned about neighborhood destabilization. So what we need to do is mitigate community displacement by investing in programs that already exist, but that will help our neighbors stay in their homes.
Well, both candidates say they will take their lead from constituents. Candidates Jeremy Landing and Anthony Gress trailed closely behind Lopez in votes.
And moving on down the line, District 6, Melissa Cabello Haverda winning with 55% of the vote. Here's what she told us last night.
I have a lot of work to continue to do, so I'm grateful that I have an opportunity to continue that work. And I'm, so honored that the good people of District 6 thinks that I deserve another term.
Councilwoman Anna Sandoval, she won by 71% of the vote, with Varela at 29% of the vote. Sandoval says she'll always want to reach more voters.
I would always love to win with 100%. My team tells me that's not going to happen as long as there is another opponent. So, but I'm glad that what we're seeing is a vote of confidence, literally, from the District 7 voters, and I take that very seriously. I'm very grateful for it, and there is going to be a lot of work that we still have to do.
And in the election for District 8 City Council seat, incumbent Manny Pelaez, winning re-election, told us he was so happy and excited to share this moment with his friends, his families, and his supporters. But the win was a little bittersweet.
It is a somber win. Let's not forget, thousands of people have died during this last year because of a pandemic.
Well, incumbent City Councilman John Courage is fighting to keep his position in District 9. This is perhaps one of the strongest competitions for a city council member. So one of those competitors, Patrick Von Dolen, who made his third attempt to win over the seat, and this time it's a close race. Just take a look on your screen. John Courage with 47% of the vote, Patrick Von Dolen at 36%, and Erica Moe at 12%.
But I'm not deterred. I feel good about it. We came out on top. We were many thousands of votes ahead of the second person. So I feel like that shows that we've got the strong, solid support to continue to serve our district.
All right, rounding out all the city council seats, taking a look at incumbent Councilman Clayton Perry securing a third term, going against 4 challengers, but coming out on top for District 10. Perry actually faced Ezra Johnson in a runoff back in 2017, eventually taking that win as well. Perry says he's ready to get to work for the people of San Antonio.
I feel ecstatic, and it's not about me. It's about the neighbors here in District 10. It's about my staff that really care for my neighbors and do a great job of customer service. And that's what I'm all about. And looking out for the neighbors across District 10, and not only District 10, but the entire city.
And so if you have any questions about the numbers, about what comes next, we have all those answers. Just head to KSAT.com. Time now is 8:42, 63 degrees out.
Well, if you still haven't gotten vaccinated, in just a bit we have all the information and where you can get vaccinated this week in San Antonio without an appointment.
Good morning and welcome back. Metro Health now offering even more opportunities to get you and your family vaccinated if you are still looking for one. And good news is you don't even need an appointment. So tomorrow you can get a Pfizer vaccine at the New Life Christian Center off US Highway 90 from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or St. Henry Catholic Church off South Florida Street offering the one-shot Johnson & Johnson vaccine. That starts at 10 a.m. goes to 6 p.m. Once again, you can just show up. You don't need an appointment.
And Sarah Spivey, I checked my rain gauge over the last 3-ish days. It's a little over 5 inches, and I live on the northeast side. That's pretty cool.
That is awesome. And yeah, there's been a lot of areas that have seen some of the healthiest rainfall we've seen in a long time. At the San Antonio International Airport, we officially recorded since Wednesday more than 7 inches of rain. And of course, yesterday's almost 2 inches of rain add on to that. Wow, what a healthy rainfall. Even this area that's right out to the west there, that black little color that you see there on your screen, there's indications that up to 10 inches of rain fell in those areas on the west side of town since Wednesday. All in all, since January 1st now, we've had almost 11 inches of rain. Look at that, 7 inches since Wednesday, 11 inches since January 1st. That means that almost 70% of our rainfall for the year so far fell in just the last few days. So very healthy and important rainfall, and that brings our precipitation, our annual precipitation so far above average by nearly 3 inches of rain. Here's how that's really affected the drought conditions. Now, this drought monitor is still from Thursday, and it hasn't included any of our rainfall that we've seen since Wednesday. Extreme drought in these red colors here on the west side of town and out toward Hondo and up into Kerrville, and then extreme drought also out across our eastern counties. I'm going to overlay the rain from Wednesday here. And you can just see, wow, look at all of that healthy rain, up to 9 inches of rain in spots, 9 to 10 inches of rain in spots over that extreme drought, all the way up to Kerrville as well. And then out to the east, we've seen healthy rain there. That's going to help out the extreme drought too. On top of it, a lot of this rain fell over the contributing zones of the aquifer and the recharge zone of the aquifer. And the aquifer is responding really well to that. It's up almost 2 feet just in the last 24 hours. Since Wednesday, it's gone up more than 10 feet. Which is really going to help us. We're still under stage 2 water restrictions. There has to be a vote to bring us out of stage 2 water restrictions, but the 10-day average is now above 650 feet. So some very good news there, even though, of course, that unfortunately led to some flooding issues yesterday. Outside right now, a beautiful view of downtown San Antonio, 62 degrees. We've seen a lot of the fog from earlier this morning totally lift. Now, because the ground is so saturated, it will be a little bit of a muggy day as a lot of that rain is going to be evaporating back out into the atmosphere. But it is cool. 64 degrees in New Braunfels, 62 in Uvalde, 59 in Kerrville, 69 in Gonzales, 62 here in San Antonio, and 68 in Pleasanton. The weather pattern, it's dry right now, but there's where that low pressure system is up to our north. It meandered from our west for several days, and that's what brought us all of that rain. It is now to our east, and it's going to continue to move off to the east. We're going to be looking at a really beautiful day here with temperatures on the warm side, though. It'll be in the upper 80s around San Antonio, but near 100 degrees out toward Del Rio, Eagle Pass, Carrizo Springs, and Laredo. So today's weather, here's how it shapes up. Around 10 will be at 73, 78 at noon, 87 and warm. In the afternoon, breezy too with south-southwest winds at 10 to 20. And then looking at the rest of the week today, this week rather, it's going to be beautiful. Lots of sunshine. We do get a front on Tuesday morning. That'll allow for cooler mornings on Wednesday and Thursday. No substantial chance for rain in the next 7 days. So, you know, we're going to get a break from the rainfall.
All right. Thank you so much, Sarah Spivey. 8:50, 64 degrees out.
Well, scientists are developing new ways to spot illnesses early. Tomorrow on GMSA, how experts say your tears, yes, they could save your life.
Taking a look at those lotto numbers, pick 3, 307, Fireball 0, Daily 4, 8874, Fireball 1.
Cash 5, 8, 22, 23, 24, 35. Texas Lotto 4, 6, 18, 29, 36, 49. And Powerball 35, 36, 47, 61, 63, Powerball 3, Power Play 3.
Union President Danny Diaz taking a cautious approach, waiting until almost 11:30 to claim victory, even after it had become clear that the noes would take it. If the ballot measure had passed, officers would have been stripped of their ability to collective bargain, a scenario that Diaz said would have had devastating consequences for the department.
My goal is to let the citizens see that we're getting back into the community. It's going to take some time.
Fix SAPD, the grassroots reform group, came oh so close. Its members still in a celebratory mood despite trailing the entire night and eventually falling short.
San Antonio is hungry for change. They have awoken. They see that accountability has been a barrier. They see that the union, the police union, has been the primary roadblock to fixing these disciplinary issues for decades now.
Now, with the proposition taken down, Diaz says they'll return their focus to contract talks with the city negotiating team.
We're not stepping away. We're set the meeting date up. We'll make all the arrangements that we need to, and we'll be there. And we just ask that they come to work just like we are, ready to go.
Current contract expires at the end of September and could extend an additional 8 years as part of an evergreen clause. Reporting on the west side, Dylan Collier, KSAT 12 News.
Another look at the pollen count before we go. Just a reminder, unfortunately, it's very high today. Mold is past 16,000 just because of all the rain we've seen. One of the few downsides to healthy rainfall. But we are seeing the aquifer rise. We're going to be seeing drought conditions relieved. And over the next 7 days, we get to enjoy some sun and no real chance for rain over the next 7 days. Significant chance for rain.
Thank you, Sarah.
There's Bobby. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. We threw a lot of election info. Check KSAT.com if you want the specifics.
Have a good Sunday.